All right, here we are, episode 132. I'm Christian Michael. Now, what do we have today? Well, you've already seen a review on Harley Quinn. You've already seen the review on the Joker. Now it's time to review the man the show was named after. It's called Batman, the animated series, so it only makes sense that we review Batman. Batman. So you can see, this is one thing that I'm not in love with the packaging of these figures is that they don't show you the other figures in the set in the back. It's just a silhouette of Batman, which is kind of like the logo from the series. But so there you go. The packaging is very basic. So there you go. And got my trusty box cutter that I call box cutter. All right, let's open them up here. Wow, I love that new figure smell. So, remember we saw in Harley it lists the number of pieces that was in the figure, and then it didn't do it for the Joker, but it does for Batman. It says 13 pieces. So, and some of those pieces for both of those figures were interchangeable hands, and then the stand that the figures go on, which Harley is going to be a pain in the ass and not stand up on her own, and the Joker should. Alright, I'm trying to get Batman out here. So if you want to take a look at the other accessories here with Batman, as you can see again, there's 5 hands actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 sets. In this hand right here, I'm going to take this one out. Friggin' tape, man. It's easier to break into a bank than it is opening up figures nowadays. What this figure I should say this hand has that is actually pretty cool. That's the bat grappling gun in his hand there. So if you want to do that, that's something a little bit different than just like on the Joker. I'm not positive with Joker, but Harley, her gloves were just different colors. So if you want to do something a little different and display him with the weapon there, you can do that. All right. Because what else do we have here? The one accessory there's the batarang, and then here's the other piece to the grappling gun, which I don't even. Oh, it's not the other piece. It is just you can have it mold. You can put this hand in and have it molded in, or you can have this one and have him hold on to it. Your choice, apparently. Kind of a it takes away a little bit of the excitement away from this if you can just put this in his other hand. Not that I'm saying I was overly excited about it, but you know what I'm trying to say. That was something different, and then they just said, here, this is for lazy people, this is for non-lazy people. Okay, so now that's out of the way, let's take a look at Batman here, the star of the show. I'm not sure if I ever told this story. I might have told it on one of the previous episodes, or even episode 130 or 131, which was the last one, because this is 132. And sorry I'm being distracted. The glare of the TV is coming in that one picture. It's the Yankee post game, which I want to listen to. That's why I haven't turned off the TV. I'll rewind it back after I'm done shooting this video here. So I've never not shied away from the fact that Batman is my favorite superhero, right? And it all started when I was a kid, a young kid, probably like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, because of the 1960s version of Batman. Not that it's the greatest version of Batman. It's just 60s camp, which is fine for what it is, and we all have nostalgic memories of things like that. But where my love for Batman started is that when my grandmother and grandfather used to watch me during summertime before I was old enough to stay on my own. My mother didn't put me in day camp and nothing like that because we were fortunate enough to have my grandparents that were retired at the time and willing to watch us. So that's what we did. And after lunch, Batman, the 1960s version came on, and we would watch it with my grandpa. I forget, what was it, a half an hour? in two parts, or it was just an hour in two parts. Anyway, it was on for an hour. There was an hour block from like 2 to 3 on whatever channel it was. I'm not sure if it was if each show was an hour long or each show was half an hour long, but you know they were always in two parts, whatever, right? So we watched the hour block together after lunch, and that's where I started liking Batman. So where the love really took place is then after that had happened, or that ran its course or whatever, then my grandfather would go walk his dog, and then Batman the Animated Series would come on. So I had like 2 full hours of Batman. It was dope. I mean, like, what kid doesn't love 2 hours of Batman? I know I did. And then that's where my love for Batman came from. And then obviously the movies and everything else that's come along with that. So a little backstory on why I'm a Bat fan. So I hope I didn't bore you or ramble too much. You know, all this information's up here, and you're just trying to get it out, and sometimes it just doesn't want to go. But anyway, you came here to see a review of Batman the Animated Series figure, not me to be like, oh, my grandpa and me used to watch Batman together, and that's why I love Batman. But you heard it anyway. Anyway, so here's the figure. So there you go. And turn them around to get the nice view here. I don't know if I ever noticed this in the series. I might have never been paying attention to it. But the back of his cape is black, but the inside of the cape is blue. So I don't know if that's something they did for this figure, or that was just the way it was in the series. I never noticed. So there you go. And you can see that difference there. And he's got the gray suit mostly with the black in the crotch area, the black gloves, the black boots, and then the more old school yellow and black bat symbol with the yellow utility belt. If you want to see here the cape, I'm telling you, words are escaping me today. It kind of is not. It's weird though, because you can see it's all like thinking that you could remove it, but then it's kind of like molded into the top part of his head here, where you can see that his head moves. But I'm not going to try it. If you have one, you can try it. I wonder if you pop his head off, if you can then take the cape off, because it would be weird. It's kind of, I've never seen nothing like that before. But there's his head movement. And then just like the Joker, if you saw the previous episode, he's got all the same movements in the knee. There you saw the around the hip. There's the ankles. At the elbow, he's got the wrist, and then the hand pulls out so you can interchange with the other hands. And then doesn't really bend over. He doesn't bend over at the waist because there's no joint there, but very stiff. I'm not going to try to break him or anything, but like I said, you know, all the same movements that the Joker had if you caught that video. So, very cool figure though. I mean, if you're a Batman fan, this is one that should be in your collection. Let's see if he'll stand up on his own. And, come on, bro. Why would you make figures that don't stand... Oh, there we go. That don't stand up on their own. It baffles my mind. Like, I don't like putting my figures on stands because I think it takes away from the figure when you see the stand back there. Especially this thing. Like, you saw how I tried it out with Harley. It didn't really work. And it just made the figure look ugly, so... where are they? So, if you want to see all three of them side by side here, there's, of course, his Batman. And then here's his arch nemesis, the Joker, who's not going to friggin' stand up now. There he goes. So there you go. Batman, Batman, Joker, Joker. And then these are nice, blocky, like, thick figures. And then you got Harley Quinn here, who, like, I'm pretty sure that I could pick my... Oh, there she stood up. Look at that. That I could pick my teeth with, but I'm not going to do that. So you just hope that when these go up to be displayed, that they stay. Might have to put a little tack under their feet to make sure that they don't go anywhere. But it is what it is, peeps. So that's going to conclude episode 132 of Batman from the animated series. So now this is the trifecta here. We will not be getting any more figures in the series. If you do want to know who else is in the series, I can tell you right now. No, I can't. Yes, I can. Hold on. I'm sure you want to know. So, and we have, oh, this must be from a different, this Batman must be from a different series than the Joker was in Harley, because, and there goes Harley. There you can see, these are different, this is a different series, because I did not know the Penguin was made. There's Bane, that's the Scarecrow down there, the Mad Hatter. I don't know, maybe if we came across the Penguin or Bane, would pick him up. But that Batman was featured on the other set list that came with the Joker and Harley. So, yeah, Harley's always in for a good time. Anyway, let's stop rambling. Let's end the episode. You got things to do. I got things to do. We'll see you in episode 133. Remember, rate, comment, share, and subscribe to this video, one of these, and follow me on Twitter at Christian_973.